All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Another opportunity has come again for another live video presentation for our properties. Yesterday, we spoke about the investment opportunity that is now. And I mentioned some certain things yesterday. I don't know how many people listen and how we can take advantage of the present situation. I said to us that if you live outside the country at the moment, there is a great opportunity for you because there are a lot of exchange advantage that you can actually capitalize on. Number one, so you have the exchange. Let's use that of the British, which is the pound. As at today, the pound is exchanging for 500 plus to the naira, which means 1 British pound is above 500 naira. You can actually capitalize on that because initially we were having a little bit of less in terms of exchange. So who are the wise ones that will capitalize on this season to utilize and take this to their own advantage? Now, I have good news for you in terms of what can you do with that extra money. I sent money to my family last week, and to me, it's a disadvantage because I'm sending more than I used to. And so, for you who is out there, it pays you more because if, for instance, you are sending £1,000, £1,000 to Nigeria will mean that it's 500,000 plus. 2 months or a month ago, it was below, which you were looking at about 406, 407. So let's assume that 90 naira has been added to it, or 100 naira, and you have up to 10,000. Right now, you have an added advantage of 900,000. What do you do with that 900,000? Are you going to just keep it in the bank, keep it in your savings, and not think of something to do with it? There are investment opportunities back home in Nigeria. And I was once living abroad myself, and so I'm not a stranger to the activities that are involved over there. I know what it means to earn the pound or the dollar or the euro. I know the pain that we go through. I know the endurance level. I know the hours, the amount of hours that we will spend, especially during the winter season, is quite tasking. And so, what do I have to advise? My advice is that you channel whatever you have right now into something that will give you added value. It might not be today, it might not be next year. God willing and God tarrying, in the next 4 or 5 years, you will thank me. I happen to be one of the people that when I was coming back to Nigeria, a lot of my friends says, Fred, you are committing suicide. And I said, I rather would commit this suicide because I knew what I wanted. And before I came back to Nigeria, I was importing uh, leather sheets into the country. It's a good business, but it didn't give me that satisfaction. As a result of that, I have to up the game to search for what else can I do, and I venture into the real estate business. I went in as a partner to market the products of this particular brand called the P1 Group today. Then it was P1 Home, and we started marketing. So to some of my friends, and I started making money, easy money, and when I knew what it was and what I want, I have to now take the chance that was presented before me, which is going into the real estate proper. Now, people say that businesses in Nigeria are difficult. Now, I say to them, depending on the type of friends or the type of business you choose to do, the environment, yes, can be hostile, but sincerely speaking, you cannot make the same amount of money you are making out there in Nigeria. It's much better here. Yes, you will say the amenities, the things that you need to um, provide for yourself, of course, but the earning is there, the earning power. What am I trying to say? Investment in real estate has actually brightened up my entire life. I used to struggle a lot with a lot of probabilities. How do I, every penny that I earn, I will think about how I have to invest it. And it is something that I was struggling with. But as time goes on, I began to look at how I can up the game. And that was where the search came from. And I began to, you know, venture. In the process, when I found a flyer, it led me to this great couple who introduced me into this real estate business. Today, my friends, some of them might be hearing my voice, are asking, how did it happen? Now I'm saying to them, come, let me train you. Investment in real estate is a life transforming business. Whether you build to rent, or you build to sell, or you build to live in, is a life transforming business. And a couple of us, many of us are out there spending all our years in, looking for what to eat, how you eat it. You now share it into, at the end of the month, by the time you take out your tax, you take out everything, what is left is actually less to nothing. I am aware of that. And so, why not take advantage of this period? This time, the naira is down. The exchange rate is favorable to you out there. Take advantage of it. Make use of the opportunity you have now. You might not look at it as a big thing right now, but guess what? You end up biting your fingers when the time comes. When some of you who are wise have started investing in real estate. There's no better place to put your money. If you put your money in maybe any other chain of business, the tendency that it will not last is there. But real estate is forever. If you buy a landed property today, you can actually keep that for the rest of your life and your children can inherit it. If you buy a car, You can drive it for a period of time, and that car is growing old. Luxury is good, but property is better. If you buy assets, which is tangible, like the real estate, you have programmed your future. There is nothing like you are saving money for your retirement that is as best as saving money to buy real estate for tomorrow, for your retirement. As I speak to you, a lot of my friends have, bought their retirement, and right now, whatever they are doing is just relaxing because in the next 5 years, they can go back to those real estate that they have invested in and begin to harvest, which means if they want money, the money is there for them. Now, we have properties in Lagos State, Nigeria. We have some properties in the Lekki Free Trade Zone area. Right now, the Lekki Free Trade Zone does not make sense to so many people. So it was to me when Lekki Phase 1 came up. At that time, Morocco was still Morocco, and you have Lekki Phase 1. I have a boss who loved me so much and was always telling me, invest, invest, invest. Come and buy. I have opportunity. 10 million was at my disposal as my housing loan and no interest. I didn't take advantage of it. What did I do? I foolishly did not buy. Now I sojourn out of Nigeria. By the time I came back after some years, I couldn't recognize the same, because I live in VI. I couldn't recognize the Lekki Phase 1. And not to talk of the prices of properties that were selling as at when I left Nigeria for 2.4 million naira has now risen to 500 million in some locations. Some locations are 400, some locations are 300, and so on and so forth. Can you imagine if I had bought just one plot and as I came back, I needed money to start business? What could have happened is that I would have not even labored too much to be able to earn money. All right. So that time I learned a lesson, and I am in the real estate industry. The same thing, I don't want you to make mistake. I want you to invest in real estate. You will thank me later, I'm telling you. Now, there are people who are afraid, oh, I burnt my fingers because I sent money to my family and my family squandered my money. I couldn't see my investment and all that. Gone are those days where you will rely on your family members who will be dependent on people, this Omolile, the villagers that will say to him and tomorrow say to another person. This is a company well established, and we have a well-structured organization that even your investment is secured, whether you make use of it now or not, is secured. And so if you decide to invest with us, we will advise you, especially based on whatever budget you have, we will advise you which area you will invest in and how you can turn your investment into cash not too long from then. We have this expertise. We have the knowledge. I can tell you that if you sit with me, for instance, and you want me to advise you on which direction to invest, I will call real estate. That's number one. Then I will tell you what side to invest. The Lekki axis is called the New Lagos. The Lekki, Ibeju Lekki, is called the New Lagos. And what we have right now is loaded with so much amenities, so many things going on in that region that will entice you. For instance, there was one of my estates that we started in January. We're selling the land 676, that is 667,000 naira. We brought it out as a promo like that. You wouldn't believe that in the next 1 month, the same property rose to 1.2 million. We actually sold it off at 1.2. If today you want even one plot, we can give you, but it is no longer in the market. It's sold out, but it will not sell to you at less than 1.2 million. Now, the person that invested at 76 naira had gained more than 500,000 within a space of 1 month and a half. That is real estate for you. There are other properties we have that were selling for 1.5 million naira. Today they are selling for 4.2, 3.5, and so on and so forth. Don't cheat yourself. Take advantage. The exchange is for your good right now. Use that as a means of owning properties. There's a young man I advised. We were talking and I told him, I said, listen, you have this money in your hand. You want to buy a car. And I said, if you buy a car today and you drive it out of the shop, you decide to bring it back and say, well, I don't think I want the car anymore. They will take out 10% out of that car, the value, because the value has depreciated. It's a second hand already. He said, really? I said, yes. I said, but real estate, if you decide and you buy maybe with the amount of money in hand, you can actually buy about 10 plots. If you buy the 10 plots, the coming year, your money would have, enable you to buy additional 3 plots. Or you can use that money to develop at least 1 plot and put it in the market for rent or for sale. And he said, really? I said, yes. Well, I taught him this formula last year. And this, as I speak to you, he had 20 plots of land in locations that are very, very good. Some of the places he bought land at that time for 3 million naira, right now are selling for 7 million. He has added value to his money. It's called investment. Savings is not investment, if you must know. If you Google savings, savings is money you set aside for a purpose. It's called savings. You are saving towards something. Now, investment is money that you put into something that will give you additional money. That's investment. So which will you rather do? In my entire account, which is personal, apart from the money that I'm saving for something, you won't find penny there. Everything will go into investment because that is where I can add more money to my portfolio. And so I urge you, invest in real estate this time. COVID-19 is not the end of the world. Let nobody tell you that the end of the world has come. No, it hasn't come. The Bible, if you study the Bible very clearly, you will discover that the time is not now. Even though Christ said nobody knows the time, but he gave us a snippet of the seasons, the things that will happen. We are getting closer every day, no doubt. The signs are pointing to it. You have heard of this as maybe 5G stuff that is killing people. That is the reason, and so on and so forth. Let me tell you something. The Bible cannot lie. The Bible is truth. We are not the one to analyze what is going to happen. The Bible has said it time ago, long time ago. And as we are part of the Bible, all right, so we cannot dispute it. And we cannot say because this is happening, then that is the end. No, this will go. other things will happen. The Antichrist will come. Things will unfold. The kingdom of God will come. But before it comes, we still need to influence the world as being Christian. And so you have what I call an opportunity in your hand. Savings, for me, I can't even recommend it to my children. I will tell them, go into something that will add money to what you are putting aside. That's called investment. And so the estates we have are in this region of Ibeju-Lekki. Some of them are in the Ibeju-Lekki, some of them are on the Lekki axis. We have estates ranging from 12 million naira, between 2 million up to 12 million naira. So we have for the high end, we have for the middle class, and we have for the low class. This is no joke. I am saying this openly to the entire world. So it bear me witness that at least I had the opportunity and I invited as many as possible. Take advantage of it. Come along with me and let me introduce you to a lucrative business that you cannot but do. So we have, let me start from the low so that we climb up. We have Green Heaven. Green Heaven is in a place called Ilamija on the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. And it is going towards, is directly opposite the new international airport. If you have not heard of it, it's on the Lekki-Ekpe axis. It's close to the Fort Mainland Bridge landing. It's going to be a beautiful location, and it is centralized just less than 1 minute from the Lekki-Ekpe Express. If you stand on the land, you can actually see the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. It's selling for 2 million naira. It's an excised land. 2 million naira per plot for outright. For instrumental of 6 months is 2.4 million. For 1 year is going for 2.8 million naira. Then we have Heaven City. Heaven City is actually sold out. The one I spoke about before. But if you want one plot, of course, we can squeeze one out for you from the ones that we retain for the company for the future. It's selling for 1.2 million naira outright, and we don't want to do instrumental payment. Outright payment is what we want for 1.2 million per plot for 600 square meter. The location also is Ilamija. Then we move from there to Spring Haven. Spring Haven is located at Ibeju-Lekki, immediately after the refinery, less than 5 minutes drive. Is close to the La Campagne Tropicana. It's a complete dry land. It has a government excision. It's in a place called Okpaje. It's selling today. We started that land with 3 million naira per plot. Today is 3.5 million naira. So those who bought at 3 million, even though some of them are still paying, have added money, value. They've started earning money. They've not finished paying, but they're already earning money on their investment. So outright is 3.5 million. 6 months is 3.8, and 1 year is 4 million naira. Then we move from there to Haven Garden. Haven Garden also is located on the Ibeju-Lekki axis, also after Lekki Free Trade Zone. Dry land, completely dry land, is in a place called Ilagbo Community in the Free Trade Zone area. It has a government excision, and it's selling at the moment for 3 million. We brought this into the market in February. We were selling it for 2.5 million. And today it's selling for 3 million naira. So those who invested with 2.5 million naira now have added 500 to their investment, even though they have, some of them are not finished paying, because there are different plans. You have the outright, which is within 3 months. You have the 6 months payment plan. Then you have the 1 year payment plan. And so they have added 500,000 naira to their investment. And you have the 6 months for 3.8, and also for the 1 year for 4.2 million naira. Then from there, we go to Raw 7. Raw 7 actually is our first estate. We've extended it time and time again. And because it's a beautiful place, people love it. And they keep asking. So we bought additional plots to add to it. We started this estate with 3 million naira. It rose to 3.5. Today is selling for 4.2 million naira. It also have government excision. Then from Raw 7, we move to Royal Heaven. Royal, as the name sound, is actually royal because it's sandwiched between the Chevron Cooperative and Carlton Gate. Carlton Gate is one of the most expensive estates in this axis. Very expensive. So this estate is in between them and is selling for 10.5 million naira outright. Okay. Then you have 6 months for 12 million and 12 months for 14 million naira. Completely dry. We have it as a CFO as a title, and also is already marked as is a buy and build. We've actually erected a twin duplex there to encourage our subscribers. If not for this COVID-19, some of the clients already indicated that they want to start. It's a buy and build land. Then from there, we move to Diamond Heaven. If you look at the names, are unique. You have Royal, you have Diamond, you have Garden, you have City, you have Ross, you have Spring, you have Green. There's one that is not here. You have Oak Heaven. Oak Heaven is behind Pan Atlantic University, and which is the famous, the offshoot of the famous Lagos Business School. It's directly behind it. I just finished speaking with the contractors this afternoon to know the extent of work they are doing there. Work is going on there, and it will gladden your heart when you see pictures. I guarantee you that. We started that estate with 1.5 million naira. In short, we did a promo of buy 5, get 1 plot free. Do you know that today, that same estate is selling for 3 million naira? So they had made 100% of their investment in less than 2 years. That is how lucrative it is. So Diamond Heaven. Diamond Heaven is actually where part of it we are going to have Diamond Residence. That is Heaven Residence rather. And Heaven Residence, the video is out. The prototype video is out. The entire system, the estate is going to be special. Why? Because it's a smart estate. Smart estate means that you can be maybe driving from your office with your mobile phone. You can put on your air condition. With your mobile phone, you can open your door, your gate. Everything is smart. You can put on your telly. You want your house, your sitting room to be chilled before you get home. As long as there's 24 hours light, obviously, before you get there, you can use your phone to activate it. So it's a smartphone, one of its kind, and a smart resident. Then we have some plots there for sale. For 600 square meter outright is 12 million naira. 12 million naira. For 6 months is 14 million naira. For 1 year is 18 million naira. If there's no two ways about it, it's a built up area, completely dry land. There is already road network. There is already electricity. Drainage systems are already in place. So it's not as if those things have to be done. They are already done because it's a GRA. A plot is going for 12 million naira for outright per 600 square meter, 900 million naira for 450 square meter, and 6 million naira for 300 square meter. It has a C of O, certificate of occupancy. Now, if you are hearing my voice, it is the right time for you to invest, like I said. If you now decide that, okay, I don't want to buy land, let me go into building. I want to buy a building that I'll be paying little by little for between 6 months and also to 24 months. We have the opportunity. Our building styles are from 1 bedroom up to 5 bedroom. 1 bedroom to 5 bedroom. The 1 bedroom, when we say 1 bedroom, we're actually talking of a self-contained 1 bedroom. And what does that mean? It means that you will have a sitting room, you have a bedroom, you have your toilet, your bathtub, your bathroom, spacious. Then you have the visitors' toilet, you have a kitchen, you have a balcony, and you have 2 car parks for you, but it's 1 bedroom. Then the same thing applies to the 2 bedroom. And for the 1 bedroom, it's 9 million naira for the outright 6 months. Then the for 12 months is 9.9 million naira. For 18 months is 10.893. That is 10,890,000. We said, okay, we can actually stretch it to 24. So we gave it 24. We said for 24 months, if you want to pay, that's 2 years, it's 11,979,000. We have the 2 bedroom. The 2 bedrooms, like I described the first 1 bedroom, they are all ensuite, self-contained. They have 2 rooms, a sitting room, balcony. You have visitors' toilet, the kitchen, all convenient, and you have parking space for yourself and for your visitor, or you and your wife. Then beside the car park that is assigned to you, we have a parking area for visitors. Those are the advantages. Going for 15 million naira for outright, 16 million 500,000 for 12 months, and 18 months goes for 18 million 150,000. Then 24 months go for 19 million 965,000. Okay, so we move to the 3 bedroom. The 3 bedroom is classic, and if you live in that 3 bedroom, you will know what luxury is all about. Is every family is fully entitled to their own privacy, as each unit promotes exclusivity. In other words, because it's a block of flats, does not mean that you'll be encroaching on each other. No, it's not a crowded area. You will see that you have your exclusive privacy, the way we design them. And one for the outright payment, which we regarded as 6 months, is 30 million naira. For 12 months is 33 million naira. For 18 months, 36 million 300. For 24 months is 39,930,000. Then we move to the terraces. The one we talked about are the apartments. That is the block of flats. Then you have the terraces. The terraces also include the three bedrooms, the same amount of money for all of them. And then we move to the 4 bedroom. The 4 bedroom is well equipped. It's coming with the 4 bedroom and a boys quarter. push because it's a standalone house. It has its own compound. You can actually add a swimming pool if you want because the land space is big enough to accommodate that. So you have the 4 bedroom for 3 million on outright of 6 months. Then you have 47,300,000 for the 12 months. You have 52 million naira and 30,000 for the 18 months and 57,233,000 naira for 24 months. And this is what we call luxury, standard living, experience in our spacious and comfortable homes built with the finest of materials with classic end finishing that creates a dream home. That is what you will get in this. Then the other ones is, these houses are designed in a very spacious lifestyle. For those of us, I like space, so I decided that I should use that same taste for everybody, and I believe everybody likes space. Then we'll go to the luxury of them all, the 5 bedrooms semi-detached. The 5 bedroom semi-detached. Uh, this is your big opportunity for you to own your own space. When I mean your own space, it's like your own world. The 5 bedroom as well, it comes with the 5 rooms and a boys quarter. Everything inclusive. You have kitchen, toilet in every room, the visitors room, and so on and so forth. And is going for the outright is 51 million naira.